I'm John. In August 2025, I got diagnosed with a brain tumour. It's got ever so exciting since then. A bit too exciting if I'm being honest, but some people said that I was dealing with it really well, and I'm surprised how well I'm dealing with it. And some people said, why not share what you're doing? And so I thought, why not? And if it helps a couple of people, then maybe all this is a little bit worth it. So if something's helping you, please let me know. Something you think will help me, please let me know with that as well. Because I'd love to try and love to do what's working for other people. Today, something that I wanted for ages. I just never got around to it. Didn't think it was the right time, didn't think it was fitting. But today, I've come to the drop of ink in Shipley and got myself a tattoo or two. I'll show you that one later. So what I'm doing to get through this is doing stuff that I enjoy, doing stuff I want to do. As long as that were a little bit sorry and painful, but as long as it don't hurt anyone else and as long as it don't hurt me too much, I'm doing lots of things that I want to do, things I might have been put off for ages. Let me know if anything works. Thank you. I'll give you a look at my tattoos now they've calmed down. The first one is semicolon. Laser meaning. First of all, I'm an English teacher, so it's a sophisticated, really useful piece of punctuation. It's also come to signify mental health awareness, particularly suicide prevention. So it's always a reminder of where I was just after my first operation and how I was feeling when it was clear that my life was going to change massively. Tumour, marriage breaking down. I was feeling really bad. Really bad. And so it's a reminder that I have to look after up here. I have to look after my mind while my brain is doing its thing. Also, its use in writing and use in my mind is always a reminder that there is only one full stop in life. There's only one full stop in life, and you've got to go with the flow. You've got to keep going. Things are going to change a little bit, and you've just got to flow in to the next bit, just like a semicolon in writing. If things are getting on top of you, you're feeling bad, you're feeling down, you're feeling like you can't go on, just remember, there's only one full stop in life. You've got to go with the flow, and there's going to be something coming next. There's something this is going to change into. And that's a reminder for me, just to no matter how bad it gets, and carry on and just deal with the next bit. And there's going to be a semicolon after that to go to that next bit. My other tattoo is a tongueless boar's head. And again, lots and lots of meaning with that. You'll see it all over Bradford. Why on earth would a city have a boar's head, particularly one without a tongue, all over? The one that I've taken it from was taken from a picture from the Bradford Northern Rugby League team. They were the team I was brought up on. I'm living back with my parents where I grew up. We're only a mile or two away from Odsal Stadium, Wembley of the North, where Bradford Northern played until, in the Super League era, they became Bradford Bulls. So it's a reminder of where I've come from, and I suppose the biggest meaning is I just love Bradford me. I love Bradford me. Proper Bradford lad. When we were kids, because we are just inside Halifax. So close, in fact. I'm stood in Halifax now. You see those houses there? They're in Bradford. That's how close I was. But my heart always lay that side of the border. So I've always said I'm from Bradford. When we were kids, we go on holiday, you meet other people, they'll say, where are you from? And I'd say, Bradford. And my mum would always say, shh, 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 say Halifax, say Halifax. But being a Bradford Northern fan, I've always said Bradford. But why a tongueless boar's head? Well, they say it's a legend. They know the names of the people. I'm going to change them in this to protect the innocent. But they know the names of the people, so it's supposed to be a true story. Back in the 1400s, John of Gaunt owned vast swathes of the north. And it was pretty much forested. I heard the other day, I don't know if this is true or not, that back then you could walk from Bradford all the way down to Sherwood Forest, where Robin of Sherwood, Robin Hood, he comes from. You could walk all the way there without leaving forest. A place near the city centre. It's supposed to be where Undercliff is now, an area just outside the city centre. So in the forest there were wild boar, and one of them, a big, huge beast, was absolutely terrorising the locals. It had become very territorial, it was scaring the locals, it was attacking people, and they were struggling to get fresh water because it was very territorial about the area around the well. So they went to Lord of the Manor and said, look, you've got to help us out. You've got to help us out. We can't get any water. We're getting attacked. You've got to do something. So the Lord of the Manor put a bounty on this boar. Whoever kills it gets a reward. But it was a huge beast. It was massive. It was terrifying. And so people were scared, obviously. But one day, as luck would have it, there was a guy who was going through the forest very cautiously because he was scared of the boar. We'll call him Phil because he was first. So Phil is going through the forest, and suddenly by a little watering hole, he sees the boar asleep. Fantastic, he thinks. He takes out his knife, sneaks up on the boar, kills it. But it's such a big bugger. He looks at it, he says, I can't carry this. I can't take it all the way to the Lord of the Manor's house to claim my reward. So cleverly opens its mouth, cuts its tongue out, and off he sets. But not long after, this other guy turns up on horse, riding through the forest. Steve, because he was second. So Steve turns up. Oh my God, the boar's there, laying there. I can have this. So he jumps down off his horse, takes out his sword, but it's already dead. But he looks at it, he goes, I'm going to claim the reward, but I can't carry this massive beast. It's huge. So he chops its head off, gets back on his horse, and rides off. And because he's on horseback, Steve arrives at the Lord of the Manor's house first. And so he says, right, I've killed it. I'm here to claim my reward. In you come, mate. In you come. You're so brave. You're so wonderful. You've sorted us all out. Come in and get your reward. But while Steve is still in the house, along comes Phil. Knock, knock, knock. Right, look, I've killed it. I've killed the boar. Where's my reward? A lot of the man says, well, you can't because Steve's here. Steve says that he's killed it. He's brought its head. And so Phil says, right, have a look inside the mouth. It hasn't got a tongue. Here's the tongue. A lot of the manor goes back inside. Steve can't explain why his boar's head hasn't got a tongue. And so he's turfed out. Phil's invited in, and Phil gets a reward. And so it serves as a reminder to me to be honest, to be brave, and to take your opportunities wherever you can. And I hope that I can do that. I hope that I can be brave during all this. And I hope that I can take the opportunities where they are. When they come along, take the opportunity. Say yes to stuff. And be brave. But most of all, that tattoo's there because I love Bradford, me. Hope you're brave. Hope you take your opportunities. And I hope you come to Bradford to see how lovely it is.